Sergeant Maria Sandoval.
Lieutenant Colonel Waldenfels, Captain Brown, First Sergeant Pearsall, friends and family, but most of all, my graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Teams 16-17 and 17-17. Today's ceremony marks the culmination of 10 weeks of training. Not only have these soldiers received state-of-the-art training on the most advanced air defense system in the world, but they have also completed their transition from a civilian to an American soldier. The soldiers in front of you have not only strengthened their body with a very strict workout routine, but also strengthened their mind by pushing themselves to limits they thought they never had. Team 16-17 has excelled with a combined grade point average of 94.33% and an Army Physical Fitness Test average of 258 points out of a possible 300. Team 17-17 Tango has excelled with a combined grade point average of 93.13 and an Army Physical Fitness Test average of 234 points out of a possible 300. It has truly been an honor and a privilege to serve as their platoon sergeant. Next, I would like to introduce today's guest speaker, Sergeant First Class William J. Alston. Sergeant First Class Alston currently serves as the 14 Echo Tango Senior Career Advisor. You can read more about his biography in the program that has been provided for you. Please join me in welcoming Sergeant First Class William J. Alston.
Good morning. Before I get started this morning, I would ask that we pause for a second and give a round of applause to the cadre and faculty of 36ADA for their commitment and selfless service each and every day in training the future of the Air Defense Branch. Lieutenant Colonel Waldenfels, Captain Brown, First Sergeant Pearsall, distinguished guests, family members, and more importantly, soldiers of Bravo 36ADA. Welcome and congratulations on your successful completion of advanced individual training. I would like to start off by saying I am humbled at the opportunity to come and impart some words of wisdom on you, the future of the Air Defense Branch. With that being said, I know that the time frame that I have to get my thoughts across to you is brief. But I want to talk to you this morning about commitment versus compliance and what both mean at your level. And hopefully, if you take this message to heart, the lasting effects that knowing the difference between the two will have on the rest of your careers. I will do my best to break this down in a manner that every soldier and leader within the audience can relate to. So I ask you, young soldiers, what does it mean to be committed as opposed to being compliant? To me, being compliant means you act because of my position of power or authority, or in simpler terms, because I outrank you. Compliance, by mere definition, means to be inclined to agree with others or obey rules. Obey rules is the key phrase. To you and me, this means things such as Army regulations, field manuals, training circulars, ADPs, ADRPs, policy letters, and orders, both written and verbal. For example, the Physical Readiness Training Manual states that to be in compliance with the Army standard, all you need to achieve is 60 points in each event on the APFT. Second example, AR 670-1, the regulation that outlines the proper wear and appearance of the Army uniform, states that in order to maintain uniformity with a military population, hair grooming standards are necessary, and soldiers should present a neat and conservative appearance at all times. Lastly, the training circular that outlines the standards for the M16A2 states that 23 is the minimum standard required to successfully qualify on your individual assigned weapon. If you are still paying attention, the three things noted above are simple tasks that the Army has laid out. The standards outlined above are the minimum requirement for you and me to be in compliance with the Army standard. I would ask that you keep these three examples at the forefront of your mind for a moment. Commitment, or being committed for most of you, is something that started the day you signed your enlistment contract, or maybe the day you reported to BCT, or for a few of you, hopefully that day is today. Commitment, by definition, is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity. dedicated to a cause. What does that mean to you and me? To the leaders in the audience, this should mean willingly acting for a higher purpose, leading by example, communicating effectively both up and down the chain of command, creating a positive environment that inspires others, being a steward of the profession, and most importantly, getting results day in and day out. So I ask you now, young soldiers, what does being committed mean to you? And more importantly, how can you, starting right now, show your commitment to the Army and, more importantly, our nation? First off, I will start off by telling you, commitment is not something that you can just turn on and off. Commitment, or the act of being committed, is something that is ingrained within the very essence of your being. Commitment is ensuring that not only are you in compliance with the wear and appearance of your uniform, but you look like a professional soldier 24/7. Commitment is giving 100% during not only the Army physical fitness test, but every day during physical readiness training. Commitment is being mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically fit enough to execute your unit's wartime mission at a moment's notice. Commitment is ensuring that you master the basic fundamentals of marksmanship and become an expert on your individual assigned weapon, because your battle buddy to your left and right depend on you. Only you can control your commitment or lack thereof, but I will tell you that your commitment will define your legacy as a professional soldier within the Air Defense Branch and the United States Army. Your commitment to giving 100% day in and day out, 24/7 to this great nation that we are charged to defend. Your commitment to not overlook simple deficiencies within your formations just because you are a junior enlisted soldier. Your commitment to upholding policy as it relates to Army regulations, and most importantly, your commitment to representing the flag that you proudly wear on your right arm in this great Army profession. So I ask you today, young soldiers, are you going to be compliant or committed? Army strong, first to fire, heart of the branch, Bruiser Nation, let's graduate.
Is given to the soldier who scored the highest on the Army Physical Fitness Test. The Army Physical Fitness Badge is presented to the soldiers that scored 90 points or higher in each event on the Army Physical Fitness Test, consisting of push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. The Iron Soldier awardee and recipient of the Army Physical Fitness Badge with a score of 294 points out of a possible 300 on the Army Physical Fitness Test for Team 14 Tango 16-17 is
Private First Class Michael Caballero, Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
The Iron Soldier awardee and recipient of the Army Physical Fitness Badge with a score of 292 points on the Army Physical Fitness Test for Team 14 Tango 17-17 is
Private Keontae Daniel, Peru.
Awardee for Team 14 Tango 16-17. The Certificate of Achievement and Battalion Coin are awarded to Private Michael Caballero for earning the Iron Soldier Award for Team 14 Tango 16-17.
Staff Sergeant Jackson, on behalf of Class 1717, we would like to present you with the Certificate of Appreciation for being Instructor of the Cycle.
Bruiser Nation! This one's bad!
First Class Austin, on behalf of Teams 16-17 and 17-17, we would like to present you the Certificate of Appreciation for being our guest speaker today.
This one's bad!
I hear you calling!
I hear you calling!
Calling for me!
Calling for me!
King of the battle!
King of the battle! Happy bungalow.
We work all day.
We work all day.
Party all night.
Party all night.
Marks and moves. Class, who? Right, feet.
The soldier's creed.
I'm an American soldier. I'm a warrior member of the team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient on warrior attacks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. In the dawn's early light, through the dark of the night, the air defense artillery stands first for liberty. We're the air defense artillery, proud to keep our country free. First to fire both night and day, we're march along, sing our song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build a nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. Wherever you go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Parade rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for your attendance. Please feel free to congratulate the graduates at the greeting line. We would also like to ask all friends and family members to remain for a group photo. Also, a short briefing for all family members will be held in the